Hey guys, I finally bought a laundromat, so I'll be making some videos letting you guys know what it's like running the place, what the expenses are, how much I work, and how much profit I make. Make sure you watch until the end and I'll let you guys know how much the laundromat made in the past 4 days. This one right here is a 60-pound washer. Always makes the most money, and this sound never gets old. At first, I was here a lot, doing all the renovations, fixing all the machines, and learning the business. But now that I have everything down, I work about 3 to 4 hours a week. It's truly starting to feel like a passive business, and I can't be more excited. Here's another 60-pounder, super full. If you let them get too full, they start to clog up, so I got it just in time. Changing out the quarters usually takes about an hour, a little more now that I'm doing all the videos, but it's not too bad. And these are all the dryers. The dryers account for about 30% of the gross revenue. As far as maintenance goes, I've been doing it all myself. These machines are surprisingly easy to work on. All the parts are interchangeable, and it's just plug and play. Here's how much the quarters came out to. I weigh them, it comes out to $20 per pound minus the weight of the buckets. And then here's the cash, by far the most satisfying part of the job. I don't count the cash towards the gross revenue because people just use it to get quarters. A little bit of magic here. Let's count the 1, the 5, the 10, hey, 420, the 20s, and here's the gross revenue over 4 days. When I first bought the mat, I was working 50 to 60 hours a week, but now that I have everything down and my employees are trained correctly, I work around 4 to 8 hours a week. Here's my other 60-pounder, super full. If you ever think about getting a laundromat, make sure you get big machines. People love them. Alright, in this one I'll be letting you guys know exactly how much my laundromat made in the month of October, including expenses, gross income, and net profit. So let's start with the expenses. First off, water bill. When I first bought the laundromat, I thought the water bill was going to be one of the most expensive bills, but it's actually not that bad. It came out to around $320 for the month of October, and we were pretty busy. It turns out the gas bill is actually the most expensive utility for my laundromat. It came out to around $850 for the month of October, which makes sense because all of my dryers are gas and so is my water heater. Another bill I thought was going to be really expensive is the sewer and drainage. My first bill came out to $250, but then every bill after that came out to $37. So I'm not asking any questions and I'm not complaining. And then we have the DirecTV cable bill. I pay about $55 a month for it, but I keep the TV on local channels anyway, so I'm thinking about just cutting the bill and buying some antennas for the TVs. I feel the same way about my AT&T landline, which I pay $40 a month for. One thing I have that I know that I definitely do need is my liability insurance. I pay around $220 for this, and it covers my just in case anything ever happens. That leads me into my security alarm service, which I pay $45 a month for. The electricity for October came out to around $720, but this depends on the season. My biggest monthly bill is my lease, which comes out to $27.75 per month. On top of that, I have to pay a common area maintenance fee, which comes out to around $580 a month. You'll notice I didn't list any labor, and that's because my wash and fold service covers 100% of my labor costs. So now, as promised, here's my gross revenue for the month of October, my expenses, and my net profit. Here are my numbers for my wash and fold service. Now add them both up and you'll get my total net profit for the month of October.